Now that summer is coming to a close, I wanted to share these two horror stories submitted to me by people who watch and listen to my content about their terrifying summer experiences. If you would like to share your own horror content with me, feel free to send it to the email shown on screen. Now, let's get into it. Hello, Shadow Shark. I don't know if you'll see or read this, but I thought I'd share my story here. This happened only a week ago. Me and my 3 friends went to stay at our friend Allison's beach house. Her family is really wealthy, and they have a huge place right on the shore in Cap May. The house is insane. Floor-to-ceiling, windows that look out over the water, a private stretch of beach, everything. It was supposed to be just a fun little getaway since we're all finally 21 and wanted to celebrate before the summer ended. It was me, Allison, my best friend Natalie, and her younger cousin Kayla, who's 19. At first, it was normal. We got there on Friday afternoon, unpacked, and spent most of the evening out on the sand drinking White Claws and just laughing. By midnight, we were back inside just sitting around the living room playing some stupid card games with the doors open so we could hear the waves. But then, that's when we noticed it. Someone was walking down the beach. It's a private shore, no one's supposed to be out there. At first, we thought maybe it's a neighbor, but the figure wasn't carrying anything like a fishing pole or a bag. Just this tall guy in dark clothes, walking slow, too close to the water. We watched him until he disappeared down the shoreline. We chose to laugh it off. Around 2 a.m., I couldn't sleep. I went downstairs for water, and when I looked out the huge windows, I froze. He was back, standing still this time, just standing where the sand met the grass, like he was looking at the house. I didn't wake anyone up because I thought maybe I was overreacting. But the next morning when I went outside, there were footprints, and they weren't ours. They led right up to the edge of the property and then stopped. Saturday night, we all agreed to stay up together. We had the lights dim, music low, trying to act normal. Around midnight, Kayla swore she saw someone move past the glass doors, just quick enough to catch it out of the corner of her eye. When we looked, no one was there. But the sliding door lock was halfway undone, and none of us had touched it. That freaked us out. Allison tried to calm everyone down, saying, maybe we just forgot to lock it earlier. But I know we didn't, and the scariest part came later. Around 3 a.m., Natalie and I were upstairs in the guest room whispering because we couldn't sleep. And then, we heard it. The soft crunching of footsteps on the deck outside. Slow and heavy. We froze. Allison came running down the hall and whispered, "Did you hear that?" We peeked through the blinds just a crack, and there was a man standing on the deck, right against the glass, not moving, not knocking, just staring in. We couldn't see his face clearly, only the outline. He was holding something, a flashlight or a tool maybe. I couldn't tell. Allison grabbed her phone and called the police. But by the time they showed up, he was gone. They checked the beach, the house, everything, and nothing. We barely slept that night, and we left first thing Sunday morning. But here's the part that keeps me up, though. Yesterday, Allison texted me a picture. She'd gone back with her parents to clean up, and when they were locking the deck door, they noticed something scratched faintly into the wood outside near the handle. It said, "Maybe next time." I want to tell my story. This happened 2 summers ago. Me and a few friends went camping by the lake. It's kind of a tradition. We set up tents, grill food, drink too much, and stay up late by the fire. That night, it was me, my best friend Emily, her boyfriend Chris, and our other friend Sarah. The lake was beautiful. The air warm, crickets loud enough to drown out everything else. Around midnight, we decided to go for a quick swim to cool off. The moon was bright, and the water was calm. We were laughing, splashing around, trying to scare each other by bringing up lake monsters and drowned kids. Typical dumb stuff. But then, Sarah pointed towards the opposite shore and asked, "Do you guys see that?" Across the water, maybe 30 or 40 yards away, was a small orange glow, like a lantern or a flashlight, swaying slowly back and forth. At first, we thought maybe it was another group camping. But the weird thing was, it was moving along the shoreline, stopping, then moving again, almost like it was pacing. We all got quiet. The longer we watched, the more we realized it wasn't random. Whoever was holding that light was walking closer, slowly. We scrambled back onto the shore, dripping wet, and sat by our own fire, trying to laugh it off. But 20 minutes later, while we were roasting marshmallows, Chris froze. "Do not turn around," he whispered. Of course, I turned around, and that's when I saw it. A lantern. This old, rusty metal lantern, sitting on the sand about 15 feet from our tents. But no one was there. Just a lantern, lit and burning like someone had placed it there while our backs were turned. We didn't hear footsteps. We didn't hear the water. We didn't hear anything. Needless to say, we didn't sleep much that night. We kept watching in shifts, jumping at every sound we heard from the woods. When the sun finally came up, the lantern was gone. No tracks, no ashes, nothing. And now, every summer since, I refuse to go back to that lake.